sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Houston Texans. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston Texans, and NRG Stadium. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. We've got a couple of teams, Greg, that can make it happen with the defensive front. That's going to be a huge focus on this game.
With the importance of the passing game in today's NFL, Mike, you know how great it is to be able to disrupt that timing and throw off the quarterback's rhythm. And no better way to do that than by being able to get after him, especially with your defensive line. You don't have to blitz. You don't have to bring a fifth rusher. Keep that secondary intact. If this defensive line can cause havoc in the pocket for this quarterback, it's going to go a long way towards slowing down what's been a very good offense.
Cameron Dicker has the ball teed up as we get underway. And off we go from Houston. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
You could certainly make the case, Mike, that he had one of the best rookie seasons by a quarterback in NFL history. Not so much just his personal play, but he has completely rejuvenated that Houston Texans locker room and that Houston Texans organization. It was incredible watching him as a rookie. Tell you what, though, I think he's even more capable here in his second year under center.
To the left side, caught by Schultz. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Nico Collins was the intended receiver there, and it'll bring up second down.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Pass caught. It's John Mechie. And he'll get this up close to a first down as the tackle is made right at the midfield stripe.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He's got a receiver, that's Woods. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A second down throw for Stroud. He completes this one to Mechie. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Denzel Perryman in on the stop. Second down and 8. On the option, they give it to Mixon. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Denzel Perryman in on the stop. Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. Stroud going to set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
4th down, and on comes Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Texans are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
Every team stresses it all week in practice, Mike, as they're building their scripts and they're delivering their team message. You want to start fast in the NFL. Playing from behind is a nightmare. You can't come out flat and allow the opposing team to strike first. They understand the importance. This opening drive, they feel really good about the plays they have tabled. They really feel good about the week of practice they had. Now all that has to come together, start fast, and then see if you can sustain it.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. That's Will Anderson, the defensive rookie of the year, in there to record the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's Jake Dobbins. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. Open man is the tight end, Disley. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He's got the hook up downfield with McConkey. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
That's deep for the back of the end zone.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Texans offense ready now for their second drive. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
On the ground, it's Mixon. And a good run there on 2nd down. They'll pick up 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. More from Houston coming up in a moment. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
A gain there of 15. 1st down for Houston.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. This one caught by Mechie. And he's going to go into the end zone, but he may have gotten a little help along the way. This one's coming back. So holding is the call, and take that touchdown off the board.
Still 1st down.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. Catch made. That's Woods. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the mark.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
The defense's strategy down here defending their own red area, Mike, is either takeaways or field goals. And I think after that last sack, this drive is trending a little bit more towards 3. A couple plays ago, it was looking a lot more like they were going to give up 6.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? To throw, it's Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone, because it's 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Mixon. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Again, it'll be Mixon. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's pinned. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Now, Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Texans are out to a 10-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here's Ladd McConkey to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense ready for their 2nd possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Dobbins. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Derek Stingley Jr. off the edge makes the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And we see a nice catch here by Ladd McConkey. And Mike, what really jumps out, and I can't stress enough how rare this is for young wide receivers in the NFL fresh out of college, is just how good of a route runner he is. And it doesn't matter if he's in the slot or if he's out on the perimeter. He can run any route from any position, and that sort of versatility is going to continue to get him opportunities in this Chargers offense. And then when he has the ball in his hand, every play can be a big one.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
That one complete to Johnston. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Good coverage there by a good corner, Derek Stingley.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down, Chargers.
Two minutes to go here, till halftime. Greg and I, back from Houston. In a moment, 1st and 10. Throwing again, Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. Herbert to the air again. That is caught by the tight end, Will Dissly. Touchdown, Chargers.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers are on the board. It's 10-7.
Chargers 7.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon heading out onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Stroud. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stays.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He's got it, and the Texans will get out in front 17-7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return is McConkey. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Chargers offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Shotgun now for Herbert. That'll be complete to Dobbins. They get 14 on that hookup, and the Chargers have the 1st down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
He connects with Disley. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports Studios and our halftime report. We just watched a very good first half out of the Ohio State man, C.J. Stroud. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Davis now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. They'll run to begin this drive. It's Edwards. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw is Herbert. There is his tight end, Disley. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now it's Dobbins. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the 49.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Here's Dobbins. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. They'll give it to Dobbins. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. Herbert. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. First down, L.A.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A run with Dobbins. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Herbert looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers are back within a score. It's now 17-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. There's Nico Collins and his Texans teammates getting set for their next possession. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. And this ball batted away and incomplete. John Mechie was the intended target, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else. When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got a receiver, that's Woods. And he will score. Robert Woods. Touchdown, Houston. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans move out to a 24-10 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return is McConkey. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chargers offense and their running back set to go once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Herbert. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll get about 2. Tackle there by Will Anderson. Here's 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Herbert. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. It's 2nd down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That'll be batted away, incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, You better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense set to get going again. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Now a toss play, running left, it's Mixon. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Now Stroud. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
So, on 4th down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. Back deep is Darius Davis. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing, Herbert. That'll be taken in by Edwards. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Charger 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Now Herbert again. He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here.
That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Kicker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chargers back within 7. It's 24-17. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Here's 1st and 10. Give running right. It is Mixon. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll go right back to Mixon. Room up the sideline at the 45. And they're finally going to bring him down. It's a 1st down if it stands, but maybe a hold set him free. That's on the former 1st-round pick, Titus Howard.
Still 2nd down.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. Good-looking screen play there, a gain of 11 and a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
On 1st down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Here's Mixon. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up third down. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. They'll mark him down there at the 33, but that is good enough. A run gives them a first down. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Texans. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. They're going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Texans as we say, so long from Houston.